Liv, and welcome to my booktube channel, and it is at InfiniteReads, and I might change it soon to something else. So comment down below if you want me to change my username to something cooler or something different. But today I'm coming to you with my second video ever on my YouTube channel, and it is the most anticipated reads of 2017, and I'm really excited to bring all of these anticipated reads to you, especially the first one, well, like the last one, which is going to be like my number one. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so all of these are basically equal except for the last two. The last two are number one for me, but like number two, number one. Number one is like the most anticipated read ever of 2017, and then the second one is right under that, and then all the other ones are equal. So it's not like from fifth is the least anticipated to the most. It's like equally most anticipated and then super most anticipated, if that makes sense. So number 5, I think they should be like photos either here or here, but they're going to be one of these spots. Number 5 on my most anticipated reads of 2017 is Sad Perfect by Stephanie Elliot. So basically this book is about, okay, so basically I'm going to tell you guys what this book is about. I'm just going to be reading it from the description because I don't really know much. I kind of like to come into books surprised so I can get to know the plot and not have any spoilers, because I hate spoilers so much. Like, someone just spoiled me the Harry Potter series. Someone just told me like someone who died, and it got me so mad. So I hate spoilers, so I'm just going to be reading the description from Amazon. For 16-year-old P, eating has always been difficult. Some people might call her a picky eater, but she knows it's more than that, and it's getting worse. Now there's a monster raging inside of her, one that controls more than just her eating disorder. This monster is growing, causing anxiety, depression, and dangerous thoughts. When P meets Ben and they fall crazy mad in love, she tries to keep the monster hidden, but the monster wants out, and as much as she tries, she can't pretend that the bad in her doesn't exist. Unable to control herself, a chain of events throws P into a situation she never imagined she'd find herself in. With the help of Ben, her family, and her best friend, P must find the inner strength to understand that her eating disorder doesn't have to control her. Like, doesn't that sound so good? Okay, so I don't have any type of mental disorders, but I like to study them. They're very interesting to me. So whenever I hear books about this, like, I get so excited to read it. I want to read it so bad. It sounds amazing. Like, yeah, it sounds really good. So yeah, that is number 5 on my most anticipated reads of 2017. Okay, so number 4 is from one of my favorite booktubers. She came out with the book, and well, it's coming in August 1st, 2017, and it seems super exciting, and it is Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. So this book is basically about a girl named Androma Rosella, and she is the Bloody Baroness, a powerful mercenary whose reign of terror stretches across the Mirabel galaxy, and that's where it takes place. It's like a space kind of thing, and it's like, I think there's 4 girls, and they have to do a task that they don't want to do, and they're like these pirate alien things, and it seems really interesting. And I guess like on the far side of the galaxy, a ruthless ruler awaits in the shadows of the planet Senperta, biding her time to exact revenge for the destruction of her people. The final pieces of her death plan are about to fall into place, unleashing a plot that will tear Mirabel in 2. Whoa! So it seems very interesting, and I'm excited to read it. So yeah, the third book is, you guys probably have heard of it because it's like everyone is getting super excited about Adam Silvera's books because I've heard they're super good, and I'm really excited to read this one. It is They Both Die at the End by, of course, I just said this, Adam Silvera. So it's basically about like, it's in this new society where they figured out something that tells you exactly when you're going to die and how you're going to die. So then they come up with this website so you can talk to people that have around the same death date as you, so you guys can do things together by the time you die. So these 2 kids meet, and we go on adventures together, and really the main aspect is, are they going to die when they are said they're going to die, or are they going to live? And it just seems super interesting to me, like this whole aspect of, you know exactly when you're going to die, how you're going to die. Are you actually going to die then, or is something else going to happen to you? So that just seems so exciting and such an interesting plot. So yeah, and I'm super excited to read that as well. And I'm going to be saying that for all of these books because obviously, why else would I be in here if I'm super excited to read it, you know? Okay. Now it's coming down to the final 2 books. And the second one, which I'm one of the most excited about ever because it looks freaking amazing, is The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. And basically, this book is about so many things. I don't even know. I just know like the plot about like romance and action and stuff. But when I saw on Poland Bananas Books, I was just like, holy crap, I have to read this. I'm going to read the description. It's been a shattering year for 17-year-old Zoe, who's still reeling from her father's shockingly sudden death in a caving accident. Oh, and her neighbor's mysterious disappearance from their own home. Then, on a terrifying sub-zero blizzardly night in Montana, she and her brother are brutally attacked in a cabin in the woods, only to be rescued by a mysterious bounty hunter they call X. Who? What? X is no ordinary bounty hunter. He is from a hell called the Lowlands, sent to the claim of a soul of Zoe's evil attacker and others like him, forbidden to reveal himself to anyone other than the victims. X casts aside the Lowlands rules for Zoe. As X and Zoe learn more about their different worlds, they begin to questions about the past, their fate, and their future. But escaping the Lowlands and the ties that bind X might mean the ultimate sacrifice for both of them. Whoa! This sounds so good. It seems so action-packed and like crazy. I cannot wait to read this. It comes out super soon. I'm pretty sure January 30th. I'm totally going to order it exactly when it comes out. Or I'm going to Barnes & Noble. I just need it. It looks so freaking good. Okay, we've come to the last book of 2017 anticipated reads. And it is definitely my number 1 ever. And even just in my first book, you can totally tell that I am obsessed with Cassandra Clare. As you can tell, I already reorganized my bookshelves. Like, I change them all the time. That's what you'll know about me. I always change my bookshelves. But yes, I'm obsessed with Cassandra Clare. I have all of her books except for Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. But she's coming out with a new one on May 23rd, 2017. And you guys can probably already guess what it is. It is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. It is the second book in the Dark Artifices trilogy. And yeah, this is the first book. It's Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and the second book comes out, and they're pretty bulky. Honestly, they're like 600, 700 pages each, so they're huge, but they are so good anyways, and I'm so excited to read it. And it's basically about this girl named Emma, and she's a shadow hunter, and she figures out that there's like these trail of murders that has been going on in the shadow hunting world. So she and her friends, kind of more than friends, Julian, and then the rest of her friends, which is like Christina and her family, Ty and Livy, Drew, Tabby, all of them go out on a mission to find what these trail of murders leads to. So then the second book continues into that, and then we totally left on a cliffhanger. I really want to spoil this, but if you have not read this book is going to be here until the spoiling is done. Okay, so once the book leaves, then the spoil is done. So the end of the book ends with her telling Mark that she wants to date him fakely so Julian can think that they're dating and he can like back off because she really doesn't want to ruin their relationship. You already know what happens, the parabatai thing. She doesn't want to get too many powers, even though she's deeply in love with him and he is deeply in love with her. She does it for some stupid reason, and I'm really mad at her for doing that. But she goes to Mark and she's like, hey, let's pretend to date. And then know what Mark says? Why lie? What? Excuse me, don't! Let me get the page. He held out a hand to her, half beckoning, half offering. Why lie, he said. Ah! What just happened? Like, what if they date in real life? What if they fall in love? And what if Gemma doesn't happen? Like, if Gemma doesn't happen, I'm not going to be happy with Cassandra Clare. I'm not going to be happy with Cassie. Like, Gemma better happen, and if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be happy. There's no such thing as Memma. It doesn't even sound good. I mean, I know some people ship them, but I don't. I definitely do not. And, like, what if they just start dating? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see them dating. I do not want to see Julian, like, crying his eyes out and maybe even becoming the Lord of Shadows, because that's what it's called. Spoiling's over. That was a really long spoil, I guess, but sorry. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if I should change my username or if I should keep it the same. And I will see you guys next week on Infinite Reads. I love you guys so much, even though it's only my second video. I just like to say that because I do. Bye, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya!